Good afternoon. Bit of a taste test. I'm just going to try and compare a Westmalle Triple and my attempt at a Westmalle Triple clone, a Blaenlynnfi Tripel. Blaenlynnfi comes from the name for the castle here in Bwlch, which is mainly ruin and mods. So I thought I'd do a quick sort of live test as I'm going to compare it. Now this has been bottled for about 3 weeks, 2-3 weeks. This is probably a bit older than Westmalle, so it's probably not its best condition. Westmalle Tripel, obviously one of the famous trappist beers from Belgium, comes in about 10%. In fact, yeah, just 9.5% the Westmalle Tripel. And this has been, I've had this for a while, probably maybe a year old or so it may not be the best bottle condition, we'll find out. Blaenlynnfi Tripel, 7.8%. And as I say, try to use a bit of a clone to make sure the same, but we'll see how it comes out. So I'm just going to uncork them, undo them both and see how we get on. It's nearly 6 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon, so time to try a beer. So both the bottle condition, about 90% of Westmalle Tripel production comes from, it goes into bottle condition. It's a bottle conditioned beer, and as you can see, it's quite a light colour. It's good bottle conditioning on it, so it's quite a bit of a head on it, probably a bit too much the way I poured it, probably poured a bit quick. So me getting a bit ahead of myself there. So we'll just pour that through. And there we go. So that's a Westmalle Tripel, or just as I say, Trappist beer. One of the 10 or 6 in Belgium, or 6 in Belgium, Holland. I think there's 10 or 12 in total, including a UK Tint Meadow, I think is the name of the UK version of a Trappist now. So you can do it. Now this is in a left-fed glass, but you can ignore the left-fed glass, and I'll put the Blaenlynnfi in there. So as I say, this is a bit of, well, there's a bit of conditioning in it. As I say, I bottled this myself. This is my own brew. And there we go. So on the sort of Blaenlynnfi Tripel, as I say, bottled in bulk by my good self. Now the bottle conditioning, first attempt at doing the bottle conditioning, as I say, and as you say, you've got a bit more head, it's a bit more crusty, creamy head on that. The head hasn't come up quite so well on the Blaenlynnfi Tripel, but I'm not complaining. Actually, it's a slightly lighter colour than I was expecting. I was expecting a more darker colour, and the coloration comes from the sugar and the way the sugar's been done. Obviously use quite what's known as candy sugar, which is really inverted sugar, to get the alcohol contact on both. As I say, the head retention isn't great. It's not as good as I'd hoped coming out of the Blaenlynnfi. Maybe a factor with the bottle conditioning. But anyway, Westmalle Tripel, here we go. Chin chin. And you get that caramel sensation initially. It was a classic beer style. A triple, you get that sort of sweetness, but at the same time bitterness. Hard to explain. So at the front of the tongue, you get that sort of tart flavour, which has come partly from the alcohol content and the hoppiness, but there's a sweetness which comes towards the back of the tongue. Classic Westmalle, and you can taste the alcohol at 9%, over 9%. Should do that very much so. Blaenlynnfi Tripel, bit disappointed on the conditioning, but we'll see how it goes. It's been in a bottle a couple of weeks, might get a bit more out of it. And actually, do you know what, even if I say so myself, and I'm the brewer, actually not bad at all. So quite impressed actually. Again, similar taste, a bit of tartness on the front of the tongue, as you'd expect, so that sourness, and then a sweetness that's come from it from the bottle conditioning. So so not bad for first go. Shame about the conditioning, and I did keg some as well, so I've actually used CO2, and now about only 10% of Westmalle Tripel production is kegged. Most of it goes into bottles as well, for export and import, and a lot of drunk in Belgium as well, and a very pleasant place to visit if you go to the cafe opposite the Abbey as well in Westmalle. So anyway, so there we go. So a Westmalle Tripel, nice head retention. If I could keep that, if I could mimic that, I'd be laughing. Not quite as good from the bottle. As I say, the keg version is better, but actually, just to go through it again, bang on. Great sort of, maybe a fuller body, nice full body on it. As I say, that combination, that sort of tartness for the triple is superb. And then you couple that, you know, that's not a mega amount of difference. Emily, and looking at the sort of clarity, sort of the level of turbidity in the alcohol, looking at the coloration, not bad. Really where I've just lost out is the bottle conditioning. Westmalle Tripel, as found in Belgium. Blaenlynnfi Tripel, as found in Bwlch. Thank you very much for watching.